Macquarie Island, which is only 25 kilometers long, has become one of the most beautiful islands in the world. But the environmental problems this island has faced may have been faced by some other island. This island looks peaceful and scenic, but some creatures have come here and destroyed the entire ecosystem. Humans were responsible for these dangerous conditions. Human actions inadvertently brought this destruction. But later, when the responsibility to save this island was taken, the steps taken by the governments there, the rest of the world was also surprised to see them. Such restoration efforts are rarely found in today's time. Who were those monster creatures who spread destruction, and those who thought that this island cannot be saved, did they save it or not? In this video, we will take complete information. If you like this video, then like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Macquarie Island is a small island located in the Pacific Ocean. But the dark story of this island began in 1810 when some sailors officially discovered it for the first time. When they came to this island for the first time, this place was no less than heaven. It was very beautiful, peaceful, and full of untouched nature. They saw thousands of elephant seals and royal penguins here who were living here very peacefully. Not only that, they were surprised to see the tussock grass there because it grew to the height of a grass man. Apart from this, they also saw many strange trees and plants for the first time. The most special thing about this island was that the creatures here were not very hostile. That is, the wildlife here was living their lives very peacefully without any fear. But this is where the problems of this island began. When the hunters found out that there are a large number of elephant seals and penguins on this island, they reached Macquarie Island for the first time. And this was the beginning of the downfall of an island like paradise. When these hunters arrived on this island in a big ship to kill the elephant seals and penguins, some unwanted guests also entered this island with them. And those were small but dangerous rats, which quietly hid in that ship and reached here. In the beginning, no one paid much attention to these rats because they adjusted very silently in this new environment. But the real scary thing came out when people realized their reproduction power. Usually, a female rat can give birth to 12 to 20 children at a time, and their pregnancy period is only 19 to 21 days. That is, she can give birth to children twice in a month. And the surprising thing is that their children mature in just 4 to 5 weeks, and they also start reproducing. Now imagine when only one rat can do so much damage, all the rats from that ship together turned this Macquarie Island into a rat island. There was no natural enemy on this island to stop these rats. Because of this, these rats spread all over the island without any fear. And then, the eggs of the birds there, their children, trees, plants, flowers, fruits, whatever they saw, they ate it and slowly destroyed this beautiful island. When these sea hunters saw that there were only rats all around, then they decided that these rats had to be killed. This time they adopted a new idea. They left some cats on this island so that they can kill these rats and reduce their number. But this is where the second devastation of Macquarie Abbey Island began. These hunters thought that these cats would eat all the rats and the problem would be solved. But exactly the opposite happened. These cats started attacking the seabirds on the island instead of killing the rats, because it was easier for them to catch and eat the birds than the rats. Gradually, these cats started attacking every bird that they saw. The situation got so bad that according to one guess, these cats killed and ate about 60,000 birds every year. That is, about 160 birds come here every day. Due to this massive killing, the condition of this island got very bad. Especially a bird species called parakeet, which used to live a very happy life here, got completely extinct. These cats destroyed this lovely species forever. This really became a scary and sad environmental tragedy. On one hand, these cats were eating rare birds. On the other hand, there was still no one to kill these rats. And those rats, without any fear, kept increasing their numbers day by day. The situation has gotten so bad that the number of these rats has increased so much that they are not even afraid of these cats. Now the situation was such that only rats and cats were ruling over Macquarie Island. A similar incident happened near this island. A ship had an accident, and all the rabbits in that ship somehow managed to get out of the ship and reached this island. But what then happened? The beautiful this island was before, that beauty started to fade away very quickly. These rabbits ate all the grass, small plants, and everything in this island. Macquarie Island, which was once green and like heaven, was slowly becoming like a desolate desert. Now, a question may arise here. After all, the cats were already present on this island, so couldn't they kill the rabbits? Actually, usually the wild cats found in the jungles hunt the big rabbits. But the cats on Macquarie Island were the domestic cats raised in our homes. These cats could easily kill small rabbit babies, but to catch and kill big rabbits, they needed more strength than they did not have. All three species, rats, rabbits, and cats, were growing fast without any fear. In just a few months, the number of these rabbits had exceeded 100,000. You can imagine, the condition of Macquarie Island at that time was so terrible. As soon as these rabbits reached this island, they devoured all the grass and small plants there. This weakened the soil there, and then a very dangerous result came out of it. In 2006, there was a large landslide on this island. The Earth's hold suddenly collapsed due to weakness, causing hundreds of king penguins to drown under the rocks and die. This incident was a big shock to the ecosystem there. Now these three species living on this island, rats, cats, and rabbits, together were pushing this entire ecosystem towards ecological collapse. Landslides were happening anywhere, anytime. All the greenery there was almost finished. There was neither a safe place for birds, nor were there any trees and plants left to make nests. And even if a bird laid eggs, those eggs would become an easy prey for these animals. Rats and cats would immediately find them and eat them. Now, this Macquarie Island, which was once a symbol of biodiversity, had completely turned into an ecological disaster zone. After understanding this terrible situation, the Australian and Tasmanian governments decided to remove the cats from this island. To find out where these cats mostly live, they used GPS and motion sensors. In this way, in the year 2000, they started using trapping bones to catch these cats. After working hard for 6 years in a row, in 2006, it was officially announced that not a single cat has been left on Macquarie Island. This was immediately reflected in the fact that the birds that had fled from this island due to fear were now slowly returning. They started living there again. But the story didn't end there. The next big threat was rabbits. The number of these rabbits had become uncontrollable, and because of them, the entire island was filled with pollution and destruction. These rabbits had destroyed more than 90% of this island. Seeing this situation, many environmental researchers said that it is now very difficult to recover this ecosystem. That's why, once again, the Australian and Tasmanian governments started a massive mission. The total cost of this mission was $24 million. The main purpose of this mission was to completely remove all the rats and rabbits on Macquarie Island and bring back the original ecosystem there. And first of all, they decided that all the rabbits here would be completely eliminated. To make this mission a success, the scientists used a special biological weapon called the hemorrhagic disease virus. Now, because rabbits love carrots, the infected carrots were thrown all over the island. As soon as the rabbits ate those carrots, the virus spread in them and they started dying slowly. About 70% of the rabbits died due to this biological trick. But there was still a big challenge left: the remaining rabbits and the most problematic rats. Now, to kill both of them, the scientists made another smart plan. They thought that if we kill them in the winter season, then the birds won't be harmed, because in the winter, the seabirds leave this island and migrate to other places. If this operation was done in any other season, then the danger was that if the dead rats and rabbits were eaten by the birds, they could also die. That's why, after a lot of thinking, they decided to complete this mission in the winter. During this massive operation, 300 tons of food mixed with toxic bait was thrown all over Macquarie Island. It had a devastating effect. A large number of rats and the remaining rabbits were killed. Gradually, the island, which had been like a barren desert earlier, started becoming green and beautiful again.